Stop giving your body deadlines that it never agreed to. Because the fastest way to kill your fitness progress is expecting results that don't match the work, the time, or the lifestyle you've actually living. And today we're fixing that. Today we're going to talk about unrealistic expectations in fitness. This was actually inspired by an author, Don Spears, who wrote the infamous book, or famous, whatever, In Search of Good Pussy. And he talked about in this book the reason why a relationship fails because of incompatibility and unrealistic expectations. But from my observation, because this is a fitness channel, it's not a relationship channel, that that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't continue their journey. They have unrealistic expectations. I've vet people or leads, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm trying to lose 30 pounds." When in 2 days, like not Amazon Prime, I said this before, but today we're gonna go get into it and give you guys some solutions, and that you could have be patient with yourself and accomplish your goals. All right. So, like I said, everybody want results yesterday. They want the abs in 30 days. They want the glute transformation in 6 weeks. They want to lose 20 pounds before next month. But the truth is, your body don't care about your deadlines. Honestly, it don't. It responds only to consistency, patience, proper training, and real nutrition. Unrealistic expectations aren't motivating you. They're stressing you out, burning you out, and making you quit early. And this is a fact. I tell clients all the time, the weight that you put on, it ain't happen in 2 days. So don't expect the adverse or the inverse to happen when it comes to losing weight or transforming your body. You still have to take your time too. And you're getting reacquainted with yourself too in the process. I always say that it's a journey and you're going to learn more about yourself throughout this journey. All right. And this is why unrealistic expectation hurts you, because it's really because you're comparing yourself to other people. And like I said before, when you start, my man told me this actually. He's like, when you start comparing, that's when you start losing. So you feel like you're behind, so you're not making progress. You're comparing yourself, right, to the same people who aren't playing the same game as you. You start chasing shortcuts instead of building habits, and you ignore the small wins that actually matter. They say that truth is in the nuance and God is in the details. Everything matters, and we can't overlook the fine details when coming to be successful, and route for us becoming successful. So you want to lock in on like your nutrition, your sleep, your consistency with your training. All those things matter. And I said this, and I say time and time again, that how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So instead of looking at the whole elephant and get overwhelmed, just take your time and just keep building yourself brick by brick. Right. And that will prevent you from not feeling discouraged in your journey, because you're not failing. You're just because you're starting a new standard and raising your bar. So, enjoy the process. All right. So real fitness comes down to boring consistency. I just did a video on being how boring routines actually win. Don't think there's something wrong with boring. Appreciate that. Trust me. Only those who are dysfunctional think something's wrong with boring, or peace is boring, stuff like that. They're dysfunctional. It's not overnight magic. Muscles don't grow when you want them to. Fat doesn't burn because you're frustrated. Strength doesn't just show up because you're tired of being tired. It shows up when you show up every day, right? It's not exciting, but it gets the job done. And that's what we want. We want results. So we got to show up. It's like I was talking to a client the other day too. And she was like, she's wrestling with motivation. I said, it's not about motivation. It's a fleeting thing. That's what motivation is. I go when I feel. It can start the fire. It's a spark. But what keeps it going is the consistency, the discipline showing up when you don't want to show up. And these are the days that you look back once you accomplish your goals, like, I'm glad I did that, because it says something about your character, as well as you're doing character building, rather. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind always. Shit, I be want to lay down in my bed too, but I feel like I'm impacting people, so I gotta show up. So I gotta be dutiful to those who I'm serving. You know, Even though some of my clients be trying to give me a hard time. No, I'm just playing. you know. Also, too, you want to have what is called SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, but realistic in the time bound, right? So you just have a short everything is how can I put it? It's it's in ways that it's palatable, meaning that you can accomplish it. So if you know you're trying to lose weight, let's say I give clients 8 to 10 pounds on average a month. So it's 1 to 2 pounds a week. So that's, you're doing it the right way. Yes, you can always go over that, but that would be your average, right? So let's say if you're summertime's around the corner, right? You want to build your body now. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds, start now. Because in June, let's say, wait, man, March, April, May, June. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Almost 40 pounds you can lose by June. Anywhere from 20 to 40 with proper nutrition and locking in. And think about it. It may seem like a long time, but once you get to June, you're like, wow, time really flies. You look at your pictures, you're like, wow, I did it. You see what I'm saying? But most of us are just a tweak away from accomplishing our goals anyway. This is why I said it's not really it's simple, it's not easy, right? And we trying to overcomplicate it, but it's just the work that we have to put forth to accomplish it. You don't have to overcomplicate. It's really simple, right? So instead of, and also the mindset shift that we need to ask ourselves, instead of asking how fast can I get the result, you have to ask yourself how consistent I can become, right? Because if you lock into your habits, the results don't have a choice. They're gonna show up. Like 1 plus 1 is always 2 in mathematics, right? It's the same thing with working out. So your goal isn't to lose weight fast. Your goal is to become the version of you that keeps the weight off. That's why I don't believe in like crash or these fad diets or crash diets where they zero carbs and then you drop the weight and then soon as the next day you eat a piece of bread, you blow right back up. That's not sustainable. You see, and that's what it is too, where most people go wrong because they want the instant work or the instant gratification. So they try to get the shortcut, and then the long-term ramification is that they have to start back from scratch and they really didn't build a strong foundation with their goals that they were setting. All right. So you want to become the person who trains hard, who feels their body and shows up when they're not motivated. That's the real transformation. Because everything begins in your mind. So make an oath to yourself or a pledge or a contract with yourself from today. You're done punishing yourself from not being there yet. You're done expecting perfection from a body that's still healing, learning, and adapting. It's always progress over perfection. You know, and please trust me. Take my word. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Their journey is not your journey. Yes, you can adapt the principles that they have used to make themselves successful, but different strokes, different folks. We can chew the meat, spit out the bones. So don't get so caught up and look at what so and so is doing, because believe it or not, so and so been doing this for X amount of years to get to where they are right now. They didn't just come out the womb looking like that. Because I guarantee if you ask them, they have a story to tell as well. All right. It's a journey. It's your timeline. It's your story too. You know what I'm saying? It's your results. And trust me, when you stay consistent, stay patient, your body will pay you back with interest. You know, trust me, I've seen it done before and I help people accomplish their goals. And if it's something that you like to like if it's something that you need help with, so that you need help with, click the description below and reach out to me and we'll see if we can work together and get you to point A to B in an efficient and timely manner. All right. And also, please, guys, give yourself grace and be patient with yourself as well. Don't beat yourself up. If you miss a day, just get back up. You know what I mean? Don't make it a habit, though. One day, a mistake, two is a habit. So just get right back up and pick up where you left off. All right. And don't beat yourself up. And this resonates with you, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And this is Alchemy Fitness. Transfer you from lead to gold. Train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.